name is Pranita and I'm seeking position in SAP HR. Today I would like to give a brief on payroll. Before we run the payroll, certain prerequisites must be met while processing data in the systems like work schedule, primary wage types, payroll area, control record and so on, which are important elements. Now the payroll can be run in different time. For example, it can be run on first of each month, it can be run in the middle of each month. Now the payroll is based on the payroll area and the control record. Now again, the payroll area is based on the periodicity and the payment date. Period parameter and the date modifier must be assigned to the payroll area, where the period parameter determines the pay on monthly basis or bi-monthly basis and so on, whereas the date modifier defines the various payment date for the payroll area which has same period parameter assigned. For example, date modifier 01, the payment date is on 1st of each month, and then you have date modifier 02 where the payment date is on the 15th of each month. Now when I say control record, a payroll control record must be created for each payroll area which controls the individual stage of the payroll run. Few of the functions of payroll control records are it defines the payroll past for the retroactive recognition. It logs the master data and time data during the payroll run so that changes cannot be made for the past and the present. However, future changes are still possible. And then it defines the earliest possible retroactive accounting for each payroll area. Now when I say retroactive accounting, it basically means that payroll is performed for already performed payroll. Now let's see the overview of the payroll process, which has individual stages like release for payroll, which where you start the payroll program, and it basically logs the master data and time data during the payroll run. And then you have release for correction, where it releases the master data and time data, which means that the master data and time data gets unlocked. And then you have check results, where the master data, time data and the payroll area is locked. And then you have exit payroll, where the payroll period and the payroll run is increased by number 1. And then when we say check results, we basically perform this action because we want to check whether the payroll is run smoothly for all the employees belonging to the same payroll area. If you see a tick indicator in the payroll correction box, which means that the payroll has not run, and you can check out the list of list of personal numbers by using the match code W. So this is the process of the payroll. Now wage type, which is an essential part of the payroll, and few of the wage type groups are basic pay, which includes the house rent allowance, LTA and so on. And then we have recurring payments and deductions, which includes the income tax, professional tax, and then we have additional payments, which includes bonus, incentives, overtime, etc. Now wage types are again of two types. First one, it is called as a primary wage type. It is basically an SAP standard, and it is also called as dialogue wage type or model wage type, and it starts with letter. And then we have technical wage type, which is also called as a secondary wage type, and it starts with /. Few of the examples of secondary wage types are valuation basis, which starts with /0, and then you have factoring, which starts with /8. So these are the examples of the secondary wage type. Now payroll schema, which has a sequence of instruction on how the payroll is performed and supply data to the payroll driver during the payroll run. Now personal calculation rule, which further fine-tune the process carried out by the payroll schema. Now personal calculation rule is SAP standard and is assigned to the employee subgroup. Few of the personal calculation rules are 1, which is for hourly wage earners, 2 is for monthly employees, then we have 3 for salaried employees. So basically personal calculation rule differentiates how the payroll is processed for the hourly wage earners from the salaried employee. Now, there are two kinds of valuation of wage type. First one is direct valuation, where you manually enter the wage types and info type, and then we have indirect valuation, where we where the system automatically enters the wage types in info type. Few of the examples of indirect valuations are tariff, SUME, PRZNT, ARPVL, etc. Now, when we say about wage type valuation, few of the wage type valuations can be used as for constant remuneration, which is based on personal area, and the example for constant remuneration is uniform allowance. And then we have person-related valuation, which is again based on the employment assignment, and the processing class over here is used as 01. And then we have absence valuation, which is based on average value or fixed value, or by using as a principal. And then we have time wage type selection, and we have factoring, where the processing class used is 10. Now, factoring is used for the reduction in the pay for various reasons. First one would be, if the employee joins or leaves the company in the middle of the month, or there are unpaid absences or paid absences. It is also used to calculate the exact pay for the payroll period, which is again based on employees' change in the organization assignment, or change in the work schedule, or change in the basic pay. So this is what the factoring does. Now, few of the important features which are used in payroll are APKRS, which default values for payroll area in organization assignment info type, and then we have tariff, which default values from pay scale type and pay scale area in personal area. And then we have LGMST, which default values for basic pay, where the written value is maximum enterable wage type and the model number, and the wage type model in use. So this is very brief information on the payroll which I shared with you. Thank you.